Lord is asking us, and he's asking me too, what are your dreams? Like, what do you want to build? And what can I say yes to give you what you need to build this dream, right? That is ultimately for me because you love me, and it's out of the good treasure of your heart. Yeah. And after we give that to him, he will give us his yes and his blessing, and will provide everything that we need to accomplish that dream.
I think for some people, this is challenging, because as you've been listening to Christa talk, you're like realizing that this is a struggle for you to actually do something without God saying, go do this thing. And it could be, I mean, I remember I can't remember the exact moment, but I remember when I was in missions, there was several times where God was like, what do you want to do? I'm like, no, you're supposed to, don't ask me. You're supposed to tell me what to do. This is not how this works, And I was, I think a lot of Christians, we have that moment where you like, God is like, flips it on you. And he's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, no, like that can be kind of unsettling in its own way. But again, is it a true relationship if one person is dictating what the other person does constantly? Yes, God is sovereign. Yes, we are submitted to his will. Yes, all those things. But at the same time, God does want a relationship with us, and it is a mutual give and take in a relationship. Obviously, we're submitted to God, but I think that can be that aspect of our walk with the Lord can be unsettling for some people.
Yeah, it can be. And so that's the thing, right? Like, if it's unsettling, then it's because there is a lack of security in your identity as a child of God. Right? So, I mean, like, here's the thing, like, when we love the Lord and we have a desire to do good for him and our heart motives are pure, then God actually trusts what is in our hearts to do. Right? And so I know that a lot of times we're always asking, well, like, God, I just want your perfect will for my life. Well, what if God is asking us to tell him what is in our hearts? Because one, he put it there, right? Like, we are God's dream that he put flesh to. Like, he dreamed us up in his imagination, his sanctified, holy imagination. And that means that if he dreamed us up, or he imagined us before he created us, then all of the dreams that we are holding in our heart, he must have put there. And part of stepping into being a mature, manifest son or daughter of God is getting those dreams that God put in us out of us, because it's like, okay, so nothing can exist unless it was first created in our imagination, right? And we, by nature, we are created in God's image, and we are created to create other things in God's image, right? So the dreams that he put in us, the Bible actually says that he predestined us for good works, right?
Yeah.
And that he gives us the power to accomplish those things. But that doesn't always mean that we're going to have like this lightning bolt out of heaven that's saying, let's do this. We have this longing and this desire deep in our hearts, or we see a problem in the world that needs a solution, and God starts partnering with our sanctified imaginations where he lives and he speaks and he shows us things to offer solutions to the world around us. And that's how we get what is in heaven, what's in his mind and his thoughts for the earth, out into this world, and begin to expand the kingdom and the kingdom's influence and the kingdom's solutions on earth as it is in heaven. And
Yeah.
so I feel like, and there's a process to this too, right? Like if we're new in the Lord, or we are still in this journey of like self-discovery and learning who we are in Christ, then he might be pointing to things later on down the road, right?